Wow, I made it like literally just on time when the ad break was done. Hello! Hi, Vlad! Hi, Silver! Hi, Random! Who else is here? I think that's all you. Somebody... Oh, Phil! Hi, Phil! Somebody on YouTube was like, what? Oh, they aren't there. I'm dumb. I'm gonna leave now. Bye. Hello! I'm not sure how I should say your name, but it looks like a cute little creature. You sup! Thank you! Kamaboko. Kamaboko. Cute. Kawaii. Kawaii. Show yourself. I love you, Avida. Thank you! I play Roblox with Nugget. Is your name Nugget? Show yourselves. Hi, Ash. I don't know why it's telling me to enter the time again. Didn't I do this last time? Weirdo! So true. 3... Oops. 8. 3 8s. AI! I think you should, research what AI means. Because an artist made this. And they worked very, very, very hard. Also, it's, like, fun to use. But the last time was a week ago. Yeah! Did they not remember what time it was? Really? There's 10 views? Sick! Hang on, hang on. Before we get started... Huh? Can I just say something? Thank you, Nugget! Is my vertical good? Yeah. Thank you for actually setting the clock both times you booted up the game. What? A lot of people don't take that step seriously. They just leave the clock set at 12 and go... Hi, Walter! But you actually taking the time to set the clock, and I appreciate that. That's how I know that you care about this experience. You're paying attention. I am! I don't even have any way of knowing if the times you're setting are correct. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Since you've been so cooperative, next time you boot up the game and see the screen, just set the clock to your favorite time. Go ahead, pick whichever time you want, even if it's not the correct time. You've earned it. Aw, that's so nice. That's also a good question. What would be your favorite time of the day? Thank you, Kamaboko. All right, I'll let you get back to the video game now. It's your birthday! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Walter. Happy birthday to you. Timmy Tim! Oh my god, I'm getting so many people talking on YouTube for some reason. Begin the game. Haven't I already... Oh yeah, we're doing the Stanley Parable too. Probably like midday because that means I woke up too early and get to sleep again. That's true. Actually, I think my favorite time of the day is like... It's so true, Ash. When I work, because I work really early in the morning sometimes, or I used to keep my... No worries, Vlad. Thank you, Walter. What was the word? Are you on Xbox? That's cool. You played the first one. Oh, Stanley Parable's coming to Xbox, dang. I used to, because I wake up really early for work, and my alarm is like 4 a.m. So sometimes I used to just keep it on so that I could wake up and then turn off the alarm and be like, I don't have to go to work. It was really empowering. Okay, this is the second time we're playing Stanley Parable.
Of a man named Stanley.
Yeah.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Is it coming to
Employee
Xbox? I don't know. This
427's
game's been
job
out for a
was
very
simple.
long time.
He sat at his desk in room
Happy dinner,
427,
Walter.
and he pushed buttons.
Thanks, Kamaboko.
There's a
Orders
lot of
came to him
streams,
through a
though.
monitor on his desk,
Nono's
telling him
alarm
what
is
buttons
awakened.
to push,
Yeah.
how long to push them, and in what order. This is what
Escape,
employee 427 did every day.
If I do that combo,
every
do you
month
think it'll do
of
something?
every year.
Hi, Nugget.
Although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly.
Hi,
for his
Tim
job.
Timmy.
I like your name because it reminds me of Chim
Was
Chimmery.
happy.
Chim
And
Chimmery,
then one
Chim
day,
Chimmery.
something very peculiar happened.
Yeah?
Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour
When I
he
was going to
realized that
school,
not
I used to
one
set
single
an alarm
order
clock
had
to
arrived on the monitor
4 or
for him
5
to
a.m.
follow.
so I could sleep.
No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete
Happy 12th birthday,
isolation.
niece.
Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked,
Wrong.
frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest
What's
time.
that thing at the
But
bottom?
as he came to his
Avoiding
wits and regained his senses, he got up
repetition?
from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Quit the game and then started. Oh, I got a new thing.
Ah!
Look, it says avoiding petition for 56 years. Something like that. Okay, before we start. So we played Stanley Parable like a week ago, like Ash said. We got some of the ending. I still don't really know what this game is about because we didn't. I don't feel like I figured out what the heck's going on. But we have some things unlocked. Like we have the 12th niece and oh yeah, we also have the bucket. I hope the bucket is still here. Thank you for the follow, Fever Dream. Well, I've been doom scrolling for VTubers. I've ended the stream twice. Hello! Doom scrolling. Oh no. Don't doom scroll. And what else? I think that's mostly it. I don't know what this... Where's the
All
bucket?
of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
could it
decided to go
mean?
to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh yeah,
No
one
matter
of
how
the...
hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
There was also one of the computers that kept on booting up something. Oh, a meeting today. A new one? Oh no, it's maybe that's just the same one. The bucket! Okay. Yeah, there was like one computer that was like... Oh, that's rude. That... Should I hold the bucket? I think I was gonna do... Oh. Surname accent. I think I was gonna do different endings with the bucket. But I can't remember. This is a bucket.
The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket.
Oh, wait.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to
Which
his
one should we
chest
go?
and entered the door on his left.
There's more bucket. I think I already went the other way with the bucket. Mission status. Okay, we did see this stuff. Construct new structurally sound bridge. I remember the endings we got were when I had to kill myself. I am currently streaming on Twitch right now. For those on YouTube. Trust the completionist instinct. Why wouldn't they just tell us something will happen? This investigation, this room, they feel pointless, TBH. we had the so we had the suicide end where we killed ourselves. That was our first one. It was really quite scary. And then we had the one where we were like hallucinating, I guess, and we were walking out on the street and then we died on the street and then a lady saw us. And then there was one, we got the normal ending with the bucket. And then we got the one where you take the escape route and then you reset the game or you get squashed. What days do I stream? I try to stream on the weekdays, but my schedule is a little odd right now because at work they're giving me really weird hours. The broom closet! Wait!
Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining stickers. If I did, you can guarantee we'd be in here for hours. But alas, no stickers.
Really? Are you just joking, Silver, because Fever Dream accidentally wrote TF3? Can I still get the broom closet ending? You were joking. It's not like sealed up anymore, but I'm holding the bucket, so maybe it's different. I foiled the broom closet ending
Coming
once
to a staircase,
again.
Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
No. We're going downstairs to the fire hose. Oh my god!
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, you know, there really must be a snappier
We
name
fell
for
for
these
that
things.
because
What
we're
about
desperate.
Mini stands. Stanley figs. Or
Stanley
what
figs.
about Stanlerines? Yes,
I don't know about
I think
that
I
one.
like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
I don't like that. It sounds like something else. Oh,
But
this
Stanley
is...
just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had
This is
left
the-
his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? Only because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all.
The bucket returned
That's
his
strange,
gaze.
Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort. And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's
Oh my
just
God.
a normal, everyday bucket.
Oh,
someone
no.
else's bucket, perhaps.
Oh, no.
How did I end up with someone else's bucket? This is all terribly wrong. Surely no good would come from this. Who knows what sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of
Oh
his bucket.
no!
Indeed. Now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which
Oh.
was, of course, very odd. And now he felt himself floating off the ground. Oh, gracious, he exclaimed. Without
Oh,
my bucket, I've gone
gracious.
truly mad. Where is it? I must find it.
Oh, my
Far
bucket's
off in
gone!
the distance now, he heard it, calling to him.
Stanley! Stanley, it's me, the bucket.
Could it
Where?
truly be? He rushed forward from room to room, passing by one
buckets!
bucket
There's
after the
too
next.
many!
None of them were his. None of them were his special bucket.
Come to me, Stanley. Find me.
He had to find the bucket. He had to return to his old friend. It was the only way to truly restore his sanity. And then suddenly,
No.
he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from.
Where?
The real bucket was inside of him all along. It was incredibly painful.
Ow!
Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out.
Oh. The bucket was inside me all along? That's
This
unhealthy.
is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
I still don't have my
Right
bucket.
away, she knew what the problem was.
I didn't have my bucket.
This man had no bucket.
I knew it.
Of course, he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him.
Typical.
Perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world
I
can
want the
be,
wedding.
she thought.
Wait,
And she
was it
hugged
the
her own
wedding?
bucket
The wife
even
ending?
tighter.
The wedding
Of
ending?
course,
The
she
apartment
had no
ending.
time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself.
Your comfort
My life
bucket.
kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
Wow! That's impressive. Meeting today. Another meeting? I think probably the meeting is every day until we find all of the Demon Slayer movie. I haven't even watched Demon Slayer, actually.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
There is a memo everywhere, so... Yeah, I think the meeting is gonna happen until I find all the Stanley figurines. We should have a chessboard-like bucket that tells me the best possible move for everything. Yeah, that'd be cool. Whoa, was this always open? There we go! Aw, man! Wait. Ah. Dang it! So it restarts every time you open and close the game? Dang.
Bad joke.
Dad joke time, dad joke time. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. This one's less of a joke and more of like a reality. If you ever need me, I'm always just 5 missed calls, 4 text messages, and 3 voicemails away. That one's a true statement. Oh, this one's a good dad joke, though. I'll do another one because that one was kind of not a joke, but also a joke. Why did the snowman get detention? He was up to snow good. Snow good. Get it? Get it? Snow good?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Why isn't the
he
bully
entered the door on
working?
his left.
Here, I'll do the balloon for you. Here.
Well,
Why is it so red? Which way should I go this time? Go this way.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
I do.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I'm trying to find the red door and
Yes,
blue
truly
door.
A room worth admiring. It had really been worth, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Wait, I don't think I've ever continued.
Tawashi, hello. How are you?
But I think this is the way to the red and blue door. So we'll go
And
this
so he
way
detoured
first.
through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Dun, 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 dun.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He
Yeah.
wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go,
Huh?
Oh!
from here, it's, left.
Are you okay, sir? He didn't seem quite sure about that. He was like left.
Oh,
You
no.
wanna-
No, it's to
Oh.
the right, my mistake.
Exercising? That means it's working if it hurts.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking?
You have to go on
It's
Twitch
clearly-
to do the bully
Oh
thing.
dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Oh,
Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down,
Mm.
left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Mmm. Mm? What the?
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just
Yeah,
need to slip
I'm
back
closing
to,
my eyes.
Who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable.
Rats.
How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
wait, if he could just reset me every time, why doesn't he do that? Oh, no meeting today. Let's go the same way.
All of his co-workers were gone.
What could it mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
It's gone, the memo.
Oh, oh
When
no!
Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted.
We
the game
found
over,
ourselves in
completely
a
fresh.
new-
Everything should be. Oh, did
loop.
something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or? Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story.
Thank
It was
you.
right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley.
Oh.
Let's find the story.
Let's go! Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Inner guilt. Everyone knows what you did. They're just holding back to let you torture yourself. Realistic. Yes, I know where I am. No!
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again. But it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Where were all
All of
Stanley's?
his co-workers were
Oh,
gone.
that right.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Zen.
No door.
Mishu! Hi! I saw you streaming earlier.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from.
Is this
Why
guy
don't we
okay?
go back the other direction and see
Thank
if we
you for
missed
your
anything.
reset, by the way.
All right. We miss anything?
Aha! I knew we'd miss something.
Aha!
The story. Here it comes.
This doesn't.
No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way
Thank
and
you,
retrace our
Mishu.
steps.
Aren't you in charge of this? Oh. Ew.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
Is he okay?
Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So,
Oh my God, I
good
won.
job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
All right. Oh. Nice.
All right,
Okay.
I've got a solution. This
Okay.
time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line.
Nice,
Just
nice.
follow the line. How simple is that?
I'm following the line. I'm following the line. Didn't we have, like... I feel like we accidentally got stuck on... There was once the Stanley Parable Adventure line back where the bucket killer was. But I didn't know what it was because I had never unlocked it yet.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
I'm onwarding.
Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on.
So
That got
true.
a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
I agree. Is it dancing? Departmental accounts. Peer reviews. Whoa. Why does he have so many peer reviews? Is this the right way? I'm not sure this is the right way.
Go back and look at that fern. Stanley,
Yeah?
this fern will be very important later in the story.
Okay.
Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You
Okay.
won't want to miss anything.
Alright. Let's... Details. We can see some sticks from this side. Okay, you see sticks from both sides, but not really any sticks from the forefront. Alright. Let's continue.
Wait,
Well-
what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable,
I always
right?
wanted to
The
go through
story?
here.
Is any of this ringing a bell?
Ah!
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after
Fired.
we trusted you, after everything we've been
What is
through...
that?
Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
What is that? There was one screen that wasn't working. Oh. Repairability.
You know what, Stanley?
Ah!
I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something
Okay.
exciting, daring, mysterious. Oh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know.
I have a jester
How
hat.
about this direction?
Oh, yeah! Let's go.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your
Can I tell
imagination.
you? Can
Whatever
we
it might be, Stanley,
find love?
I'm ready for it.
I wanna find love. The one ending with a love.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms.
It is
Just
quite
don't
cool,
acknowledge
though.
it, and we should be fine.
Just don't acknowledge it, TM. Oh, bye-bye. It kind of reminds me of the snake.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a
Nice.
decision. From here, the
You're
story is
cool.
in our control.
Okay.
How important, we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin.
I'm
So
not
starting
following.
from the right, let us ask, will
Okay.
taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then
Thank
by
you
all
for your
accounts, the
purchase.
door on the right is the correct one.
Okay.
Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Very nice. Oh! The confusion
What's this?
ending.
The confusion ending.
17
You're telling me
minutes.
That's what this is. It's all one giant
Deviate
ending.
from maintenance
And
room.
we're supposed
End
to
up in
restart the
monitor
game
room.
eight times?
Narrator restarts the game. First restart.
That's really
Discover
how
the
all this
two-door
goes?
room now has many
all
additional rooms. Aimless wandering.
determined?
Narrator restarts the game.
So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to
Click
forget?
Restart.
Well, what if I don't want to forget?
Find the
My
line
mind goes
again. Begin
blank simply
following
because
the
it's written
line.
here on this thing wall.
There's no longer an office,
Well,
only a
who
black
consulted me?
space.
Why don't I get to
Find a
decide?
bookstore.
Why don't
Nice.
I get a say in all of
After
this?
a long
Is it
time,
really-
Stanley dies.
No, it can't be.
Thank you for the
I don't
follow.
want it to be.
Is this
I don't want the
destiny?
game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going
Wait,
on.
which one are
I
we
don't want to be
doing?
trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it.
Oh, I
won't
see.
do
We're
it.
at the
I won't
fifth
do it.
restarting.
And the timer stopped?
Oh! Oh!
Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will
Is there
someone
a
come
more-
first? Will something
A
happen?
more bigger bean over
So,
narrator?
okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm
We're
not
gonna
quite
end up
sure if we're in
restarting the
destination or
game,
the
Stan.
journey. Though they're
Narrator.
always saying that
I always wanna
life is
call him
about the
Stanley.
journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't
God?
we? Eventually.
Is it
Well,
God,
in the
though?
meantime, if you...
Huh? Wait, what was that? What was that honking noise?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
Jesus.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Wait, it's back to normal. We got a new input. The narrator broke everything. Sheesh. You seem confused. Just a little bit.
When Stanley came
I
to
guess
a set of
it
two
was
open
confusing.
doors, he entered the door on his left.
What did I want to do again? Thank you. I wanted to go... No, this way is to the lounge room. Which is the... But I want to go this way, right? And then I go downstairs. There we go. I want to go to the red and blue nearby a fireplace. I don't know where that would be.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Can you get the same ending again?
But Stanley just couldn't do it.
Wait, this
He
isn't
considered
it!
the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fined for that.
Man.
And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy.
Well, I guess that answered my question immediately.
All of his co-workers were gone.
What could it mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Wait, I still have to get the... I get the info guy. No, he's not here. Gosh, darned it. They made a second one. A second parable.
When
Did you
Stanley
check the
came
broom
to a set
closet?
of
I
two open
broke
doors,
the
he
broom
entered the
closet
door on his
ending.
left.
No, we're going this way.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Me.
Wow. Yes, this room. What a beauty, but eager to get back to business,
Aha, okay.
Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay, I still haven't gone forward. But... is there more to going down, do you think?
And so he detoured through the maintenance
I think
section,
that- I feel
walked
like I've-
straight ahead to the opposite door,
I've already-
and got back on track.
There was one time I went down and I got a red and blue door. I thought.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go,
That one's a confusing ending again.
Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that
Oh.
possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken.
Yeah? Does that mean go back to my computer screen?
No, the orders were still missing. For now.
For now. Thank you for... Ooh, you got like a bunch of flowers. Nice, Miffy. Wasn't that by going straight from the lounge and then jumping off the elevator on that... Oh, you're right. There was an ending like that. Wait, no, it wasn't jumping off the elevator. Wait. Wasn't that by going straight from the lounge and then jumping off the...
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors,
I
he
am
entered the
an
door on his
itty bitty
left.
streamer.
There is that other... Okay, wait. I just remembered another ending I didn't do. But I thought that I only got... Wait, the broom closet ending!
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing
I
here.
can do
So
it!
he turned around and got back on track.
I finally can do the broom closet ending! I don't have the bucket. The broom closet isn't
There was
locked
nothing
up.
here. No choice to make.
Oh
no
my
path
God.
to follow. Just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Dun, dun,
It
dun,
was
dun, dun,
baffling that Stanley
dun.
was still just sitting in the broom closet.
It looks
He
like it
wasn't
could
even
fall
doing
and kill
anything.
me.
At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some
Broom
way.
closet,
As
broom
it is,
closet.
he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA. Are you really still in the broom closet?
I am.
Standing around doing nothing? Why?
Why not?
Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
I like to talk to you. Oh, guys, I got this coloring book today.
You
And
do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
Wow.
wow. Yeah, I got this new coloring book today, and it's
Maybe
called
to
like
you, this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends,
I'm
you'll say,
telling a story,
"Oh,
narrator."
Did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite.
Wait,
I hope
somebody
your friends
said
find
that.
this concerning.
You guys, were you trolling me this whole time?
Stanley was fucking
Wait a
really,
second.
really stupid.
Hold
he probably
on.
only got the job because of a family
Hold
connection.
on a
That's how stupid
second.
he is.
Hold
That
on
or
a
the drug money.
second.
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
we're gonna wait and see for real.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion.
I feel
about
like
what's
I'm
going on
being,
right now.
I'm being.
You're bored. You got to this broom closet.
I feel like I'm being trickeried.
Because there's nothing here. When a physical malady of some sort shut down
scrolling
your
up.
central nervous system,
Oh, dang
and
it, I
you
can't.
collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead.
Thank
They
you,
have fallen
Miffy.
prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities.
I've never gotten
It's
him to say
indicative
this
of the
before.
long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area
Broom
and
Boozle.
instruct another
Oh my God,
human
you're
to take their
so
place,
right.
making sure they understand basic first-person video game
But he
mechanics
hasn't said
and
this
filling
before.
them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right. When you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Okay, so I got a coloring book today, and it's called like Draw and Sleuth or Color and Sleuth or something, and it's like it has descriptions of stuff, like also in the coloring book, and as you color, there are like details in the drawing that you can help to like put together a mystery. And at the end of the book, they have, I think there's 4 or 3 questions that you have to have solved. Like, who stole the jewel? Who broke the elevator? Whose bones are in the basement? Stuff like that. It's really fun. Well, I mean, I've literally only colored in Umbrella, but it seems like it'd be really fun. Also, there's this book that I want to buy, and I'm like thinking about using it for a stream. It's like a choose your own adventure detective novel type thing. And depending on what you've chosen and what you've discovered, you can get to like different endings. And I thought that it would be really fun to do on stream and have you guys like help me detect the game or the story. Take notes and stuff. Pretty sure Alex Hirsch, the creator of Gravity Falls, is... Really?
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you. You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to.
Monkey!
A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Is it ended now? Have I got the broom closet ending? How do I get Alex? Alex. I want to hear Alex's voice. I did it! Yeah! You guys broom-boozled me. Foolish little...
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
One day this door is going to be open. Yes, the announcer when the new content is introduced. Oh. Bathroom. Oh, that's where I already got the... Get out of me.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
I forget what the
Shocked,
code is.
Unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss
Announcer,
had been
I
keeping from
barely
him.
even knew
And
her.
so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have
8824.
known this.
Aw, man. What was it? I was too busy trusting Miffy. I trusted Miffy over them. I was wrong.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs.
2,
Trying to input anything on the
8,
device
4,
was useless,
5.
since he could, yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened
Amazing.
passageway.
Stanley!
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley?
Figlies!
What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense
Figlies
of
funner to
happiness
say.
that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1?
I'd like a
Let me sit on
Figly.
it. I'm sure it will come to me.
Thank you. I want a Figly. Figgleson. Figgle. Figlies.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar.
Oh?
It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself.
Get
to
your
question
Figly.
the nature of
Get
his
your
job.
Figly.
Will
Why
you
did
do a
he
face
feel this
reveal?
now,
This is my
when for
face.
years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Dun dun. Oh god.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Alright, I'm gonna jump off here.
The lights
Let there
rose
be
on
light!
an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have this? Aha! You've made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. Welcome! You see, back when the Stanley Parable first launched in 2013,
Oh?
getting to the bottom of the mind control facility was a bug that we simply didn't catch during development. And
Oh,
you all
nice.
sent us lots of photos of it on Twitter and acted very superior about it. And you're all very, very clever. Good for you. Anyway, when it came time to update the game, we knew that we had to do something about this little goof of ours. So here you go. New content. You can call it the bottom of the mind control room ending, if that enhances your
Nice.
perception of the value of these updates. Isn't that what you crave? New content? Always more content, more, more. And I'm here to give it to you. I'm here to make it seem like we really covered every nook and cranny of the
2013.
game with secrets and Easter eggs.
Nice.
How about this? We wrote a new piece of music just for
Ooh.
this section. You won't hear it anywhere else in the game. It's a secret that's just for you. That's how special you are. We call this track, Good Job You've Made It to the Bottom of the Mind Control Facility. Well done.
Good job, you did it. Good job. 3, 2, 1. Good job, you made it to the bottom of the mind control facility.
Woo!
You jumped on the catwalk. You should have been careful. You should have been careful.
It is Stanley Parable!
Be a bug, but now it's an ending. Now it's an ending.
I should make this a sound bite.
I believe in
For,
your
like, good
ability
job.
to cross this barrier and chase your dreams. A railings don't
So it says,
mean
Good job,
anything.
good job.
Good job, you did it.
Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it.
Good job, you
Oh.
did it.
Good job, you did it.
Good. Oh. You won't, you're right. But I could. Oh.
Good job, I did it. Good job, you did it.
I mean,
All of
I
his
did it.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What could it
Stanley decided
mean?
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright, we have one more Stanley figurine. Or maybe two more. It's two more Stanley. Ah!
When
Wait,
Stanley came
how do
to
I
a
go
set of
there?
2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Which way do I go? How do I see him? Hi, Kirishima! I love that guy. Did it. Hi! Is it this way? No, that way. That was the... How do I... That was frightening. A large room, lots of boxes. Okay, so we have to go to somewhere both red and blue. Ash says it's when I fall off the catwalk. But I'm not sure if that's where it is.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
You know Icy Hot? Go to the right door. Restart. Oh. We'll try again. I do know Icy Hot. Icy Hot is
All
the
of his
one that
coworkers were gone. What could it mean?
that
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
warms your
simply missed a memo.
muscles. I have like 5 tubs. He's not here this time. That was scary. I didn't like that. Or maybe it was here?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. What was it about this room that called so deeply and so personally to Stanley?
Don't
It's
go
great,
left,
but
keep
eager
going
to get
forward.
back to business,
Let's go, let's go,
Stanley
let's
took
go!
the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Oh, I have been down this way. Oh, okay. Yeah. You're right. I fell down the catwalk. This catwalk. Ah! Okay, we'll try this again later. Sorry, I vented.
Stanley had now gotten himself so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had... You didn't think I was actually just a recording, did you? What a silly and trite explanation that would be. All the back and forth between you and me, all the absurd adventures we've been through, and it all turns out I'm just a tape recording? It was all just in Stanley's head. I bet that's the kind of twist you think is revelatory.
That was
I bet
spooky.
Each and every time you watch a movie where it turns out all to be in the main character's imagination, you must absolutely bolt off the couch in pure shock at the phenomenal and intricate storytelling. It must be so simple to be you. Life being an unending waterfall of surprises and delights. How much more exciting you must find the world than the rest of us do.
Narrator dialogue.
Sad. Look what you've done to me. This is all your fault.
Oh! He got mad at me. Alright, we'll go that way again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Let's go to the red and blue door. I'm still freaked out by that person.
When Stanley came
right.
to a set of 2 open doors,
My favorite
this
game's
was
Outer
not the correct way
Wilds.
to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
He went in the bed. It
Perhaps
was
he
right
wanted to stop by
there.
the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Last Stanley Rhine.
Standing now in this incredible room,
Stanley
for the
Rhine,
first
what about
time,
the
but eager to get
figlies?
back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his
figlies!
left.
Okay, we'll go this way. We'll do the
Stanley
catwalk
was so
thing.
bad at
We want
following
the
directions,
figlies.
It's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Here?
Look,
And then
Stanley,
we
I
went
think perhaps
that
we've
way?
gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
This way?
There's someone... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that
Danger.
convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side.
Stanley!
You're getting close now, Stanley.
One
You've
more!
nearly gotten all of the Figler and Marines. Very soon, you'll
No,
collect
it
the
was on the
last one,
boxes
and
before
then
you
the
went into
first
the vet.
number
Oh.
will equal the second number, and that will be it. We'll be different people by
Hi,
then.
Darknya.
Different in the sense that we used to have none of them, and now we have them all.
No.
You can't go back to when you had no Figler and Marines.
We need one
None
more.
of us can. Now listen carefully, this is important.
Which one did we go in
Stanley
before?
walked through the red door. Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time?
Suspicious.
The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now.
This is the one I already
Don't you see
did,
that it's
dang
killing
it.
us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both
Wait, if
be
I
so
restart,
much
will I
happier
lose the
if we
Stanley?
just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
The Stanulurine?
What do we want?
No, you won't? Well, let's leave. Okay, next one.
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself. That's all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all.
True. That's a good way to think. If you're having a tough time, just think, if I can make it through this minute, I can make it through another minute. Just keep thinking that.
When
We'll
Stanley
do
came
next
to a
time.
set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the
I have
meeting
to jump
room,
down
and Stanley knew it perfectly
and get
well.
the
Perhaps he
figure,
wanted to stop by the employee
but not
lounge
go in the
first,
vent.
just to admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first
Where's the
open door
bucket?
on his
On
left.
its bucket stand.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Oh, there it is! This is a perfect last Figgly.
And there it is, the last Stiggly Wiggly. Savor this moment, Stanley. This is a real accomplishment.
Stiggly Wiggly!
This is doing something just for the sake of doing it. Where so many people expect to be rewarded
Whose face
for those
is that in the
trivial
background?
achievements,
Stanley?
you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward. I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all, but that would be like a reward, and we can't have that.
Aw.
So, instead, I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here.
That's still
And
like
now
a
we can go to
reward.
whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
Should I go down? You think I'll die?
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I did it. Where are the balloons?
Oh, I'll pause for the ad goers. Sweet dream, Darknya.
Head out to the darkness.
Dun dun dun.
We're waiting for the ads to stop. For the adders. Addlers? The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end!
Good job. You did it.
Good job. For some reason, it's not working. Oh man, that was just a one bully. Got lost. I got lost thinking it was a big bully.
Is it done yet? Welcome back from ads! Prepare for trouble, make it double.
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things. It's those figurines, those figglers. I haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one.
I worked
Wasn't
hard.
it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life?
It was pretty
Didn't
good.
it fill you to the brim with inner richness?
Yeah.
Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone? I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines.
Is this a Dark
Just one more
Souls
time.
reference?
Where'd the hat go?
Fell off.
Go get something good for your body, Miffy.
We're back to his beautiful place. Now remembering when Stanley found the collectibles. Aww. The memory zone. I love this place. It's so calm. Zone, sweet zone. Stanley.
Terrible. Hi, Momo. Chilling like a villain.
With his sibling.
Here's where it all began. The first collectible. Back then, we had no idea of how many
Can
of them
you
we'd
find them?
Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain?
Gosh, so
we were
true.
so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
I remember that day. The first one. In the Stanley 2 room. So scary. Oh, 7!
Have a good dinner, Red Knox. Hi, Spaghetti. Hi, Carter.
Yes.
And here was a second Stanlerine.
Oh my God,
You
in
found
the
this one
order
all
I
on your
did.
own, just by poking around in the boss's bathroom. You did that, Stanley. I'll be honest. Back then, I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6.
I'm traveling.
But you continue to surprise me in all
What's
sorts
4-0?
of mundane, unremarkable ways.
Hi, Carl.
Carl Johnson Portal 2. 8 out of...
Okay, let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini Stan? Can you remember?
I just got the understairs one. Was there even one in the boss's office? I think it was the boss's office. Because I got that other one. I got the other one quite
No,
recently.
Behind the boss's office was the 4th place you found a Figanli, not the 3rd. Well, I guess perhaps I shouldn't be surprised. Memories like these are so precious and so cherished that they all just sort of blend together.
I
don't
think you're
they?
lying to me.
You know what? If the boss's office feels like the 3rd place you found a collectible, then who am I to go making judgments?
I think you're wrong. I think you're wrong,
Let's see.
narrator.
What came next? Oh yes, we found a Figley in this pink room. Oh well, I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
Oh yeah. Oh yes, the pink room. Totally. This is a good room. This is honestly my favorite room. Because I love apples.
And I'm pink. Scapple.
This was the 5th mini Stan, and this one was really something special.
This
It
was
by
the
the
5th
red
one.
and blue doors. I remember it so clearly. In
That's
fact,
true.
because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion.
Oh?
Enjoy.
Yeah! You found it near the red and blue doors. Thanks for watching. Thanks, narrator. That was really fun. Directed by the narrator, edited the narrator, music by the narrator, produced by the narrator, best boy narrator, Stanley Staring. Copyright the narrator.
Takes you back, doesn't it? I
It
spent
does.
a lot of time making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
Okay, they lead to the same place.
Last Stanley.
The boxes.
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here in the warehouse. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others.
Yeah, it's
Who
true.
can truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figley and I thought
Okay,
to
I
myself,
can't fall off.
yes, that's all of them. They're all collected. It was a moment unlike any other. Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
I got 3 Scooby snacks.
Let's pause.
To say hi to Fia, thank you for the raid. Get ready to be charmed by that Fia Mello, the goober VTuber who's all about that wholesome horror life. They've been celebrating their spooktacular anniversary with a bang.
Oh my god, they're... Oh. Am I still live? Am I still live? Guys. I am? Are you sure? Wait, are you positive? I have two recording errors right now. No. Okay, I'm not. Okay, red or blue? Quickly, tell me, red or blue? Your stream dead. Oh, okay, now it's dead. Hold on, I'll be right back. Wait, you said red.
Wait, you guys are answering me. Are you still answering me?
Okay. I'm gonna say Victor. Now write Victor. Write Victor in chat if you can hear me. Oh my god! It is alive still! I have a... Oops, something not right. Please wait. Crash report being prepared.
Maybreen, no! That's a bad word.
Victor. Thank you, guys. Okay, well, if it's still going, then I don't see a reason why I should stop, even though there's a big error on my screen. Victoria! I also got a crash report, too. It said, oops, there's a bug. Yeah. Wahoo! All right, let's just keep going. Oh. Na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. I think it got overwhelmed by how beautiful Fia is. Which is so true. Thank you, Fia, for the raid! I'm sorry everything got, like, lost. Everything went cuckoo crazy just as you raided in. It couldn't handle it, really. Oh my god, it's me. You are in the present. I am.
And then there was no more. Because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, memory zone.
Ah! Madame.
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on. Stop the loading screen. Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards. We'll do the memory zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
True. I think that's good. I'm Stanley. I'm Stanley.
Okay, yes. This spot in the warehouse. I remember this. I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the memory zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind.
Because it was the last
going. I
one.
want more.
Oh my god, I'm getting so many figures. This is the life. This is how we win. Are we gonna watch the video again?
And here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched?
Yes!
Yeah!
Yes, I love that video.
Beautiful. That was a lot faster. The pink room!
Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good room, though. A solid room.
True. Very good room. It's like a liminal space room.
These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have muted the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
We are so loaded.
Wazoo!
Liminal spaces can't be pink? What do you mean? Pink is like the optimal Pepto-Bismol. We didn't go this way. Aw, man, I'm not allowed. And I feel like Pepto-Bismol is a very liminal space.
This was our second Figley. Don't you remember? Yes,
Figley.
I remember it too. The past is truly a wonderful thing.
Oh,
Why
it
does
can
anyone ever
be
choose to leave it?
disturbing.
Keep going.
Like in a... What about in like a pool? Like a dimly lit pool? Where it's this like weird light pink color. And it's kind of like scratched off, you know?
Hi, Silver Lining! And swish.
Megadobia. It
This
just
is
can't.
it, the very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figurines. Oh,
Yes.
I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
No figlies. There were no figlies, narrator. I know it's rough.
Collect them all.
Oh my god, we're back here! Oh, no, we're not. Oh, I guess we are kind of there. Sort of?
Look,
It's
the
called the
terrible new
Stanley
content
Parable.
that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then, but time does put a rosy filter on everything. In fact,
really does
I
feel
dare
like
say
forever
I'm
ago.
actually quite fond of it now. Look how much fun the past is. I want more. More memories.
He's lost in the sauce of memories.
Stanley Parable.
Oh, yes, the two doors. Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this one.
Yes?
And before everything else, there was your office.
Wow.
Back to the
Is there anything
beginning.
else? Was there something that came before your office?
Back to
There's
when the
something I feel I
world.
can remember. I can remember.
The menu.
Remember. Yes, I'm remembering something now.
Oh?
I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy, and I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me.
But I don't
Make
even
the
think.
decisions, he would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship.
My name's
And
Nono.
Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion. Even if he
Go
was a
back, back to
but,
the
I suppose it's grown
beginning.
old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my
Am
own
I?
again.
Is
can
the
do it.
narrator
I'll be
Stanley?
stronger this time.
Is Stanley
I'll
the
take care of
narrator?
myself. I don't need Stanley anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play
Mwah.
with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory?
Hi,
Let's go
Lizzie.
back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good.
Oh,
I
Stan.
did enjoy telling his story so very much. Okay, here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
That was the epilogue?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Mwah.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
No more figures. No, not really. Okay. Unfortunately, because everything seemed to have crashed, the stream elements portion of that has also crashed. This isn't correct.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Huh? Should I go to the left one?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it
Oh,
perfectly
wait,
well.
never mind.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I forgot what left and right were.
The lounge was grand, majestic, perhaps too majestic. Like a combination of a much smaller version
I was too
and a much larger version of this exact
too
room.
psyched out because of the
It all
hallway.
made Stanley uncomfortable, and he started to bleed a little.
Oh my
This made him
god.
smile.
What?
At last, proof that
Huh?
he was human. But eager to get back to business,
All right.
Stanley took the first open
Go
door
back.
on his left.
Good luck,
And so
Silver.
he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Wait, what's this way? Oh. Okay, we're back on track. We're back on track. Everything is cool. Everything's Jimbo.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Do not alter
Feeling a
without
wave of
consulting
disbelief,
Whitebird
Stanley
manager.
decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Future was yesterday. Tomorrow is now. Tomorrow is now. Now is today. The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end.
Coming
Hi,
to a
Tox.
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his
Down.
boss's office.
Wait, no, down is the loop-de-loop one.
I'm glad that you found me.
I lost?
Stepping into his manager's
Oh,
office,
Bourbon lost.
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any
2,
human life.
4,
What
5,
could it
8.
mean? Stanley wondered aloud
Oh.
to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling
2,
books off the
5,
shelf, looking
2,
behind paintings,
2,
desperate
4,
for clues to
4,
his
5.
situation. but his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the
Did I do it wrong?
Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Oh, I did 2-8. No, it was 2-8-4-5. The game. Hi, Stricken Nomad. Thanks for dropping by.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Should I still go to that way? I feel like I've done everything that way, right? I guess technically I've never done it while I'm holding the bucket, though.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold?
Look at all
Stanley
these
thought to
cigarette
himself.
butts.
Did he have the strength to
Yeah!
find out? Now the monitors jumped to life.
One must always
Their
have the
true nature
bucket. I
revealed.
really should.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Dun 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 dun.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really
What
been
is
under
that
someone's
one?
control all
Employee
this time?
30.
Was
I
this
like the
only reason
mushroomy
he was
troop.
happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Love, 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 love. I want to know where that man went.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was
Never.
unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Did he? Oh.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and
I already
for
did
all.
that ending too, and I don't think there's a way to beat that ending.
So.
I need the bucket, you're right! I should have had the bucket with me! What's happening?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Was it over? No.
Yes.
Oh.
He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized
Let
none
me
of this mattered
out!
to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been
I don't think
seeking.
you can speedrun this
Happiness.
game.
Perhaps his goal
I feel
had
like
not
it
been
doesn't
to
have an
understand,
ending.
but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. and that was all he needed to know.
Wow.
It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Let me through!
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility
counts
of the
as
new
speed
path
run?
before him.
Do they
This
claim
was
that it's
exactly
like
the way,
speed run
right now,
every single
that
ending?
things were meant to happen.
They would like have to
And
really know the
Stanley
game. I guess
was happy.
if you were to speed run a game, you have to really know the game. Like, oh, if I do this, it'll trigger this, if it'll trigger this. 24 hours? Is that speed running? My balloons!
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Different speedrun categories. Ew. Should I get a bucket? No. There is one ending I have not done yet that I know that I can do. That are like within my reach.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the
end
employee
credits
lounge
or get
first,
100%.
just to admire it. And here it was, the lounge. What a room, Stanley thought to himself. What a room, what a room, what
Does
a
the
room.
lounge dialogue
This is
change
what
almost
Stanley
every time?
What a room. What a room, what a room. What a room. Va-va-voom.
Vadaroom. Vavavoom ratavroom.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open
Back
door on
to
his left.
business. Back to business. Back to business. Back to business.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Alright, this way.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this
I also
time.
haven't gone through the
Someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
red door?
Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself.
Who?
Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
My wife?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
GLaDOS? Ah!
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Okay, Kirishima. Enjoy your food. Apartment ending?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come
Narrator.
inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Narrator, why are you so mean to me?
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
Why is he so mean all of a sudden?
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Good morning, employee 427. Press M on your keyboard.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Please press N.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do.
This is too meta.
Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
But in his mind, in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures.
I
From
can.
behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands.
It's too
It
much.
was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Oh, rude.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job.
Where's this
First, he imagined
TV?
that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth.
That happened
The
today.
thought excited him terribly.
Yeah, that is pretty exciting, honestly.
Spend time with the boys.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful
Tired.
to behold.
I'm thirsty.
As he wandered through
Oh
this
my God.
fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room
My
with
wife.
monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions.
Oh.
And down another was a game with a baby.
A
And
baby?
he called it the Stanley Parable.
Well, I want the baby ending. Tell your kids a story.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might
yes,
always feel
yes.
this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path.
Wah,
Mustn't
wah.
there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Tell your wife you love her.
But there
I
is
love
no
you.
answer.
Oh.
How could there possibly be?
Oh,
In
no.
reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed.
Oh,
the
no.
longer he spends here, the more invested he gets. The
Oh,
more
no.
he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this. That in this world he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself.
Oh my
But he won't
god.
listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this.
How many endings
Stanley,
have I seen
the next
so
time the
far?
screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Press B to be at work in the morning. How many endings have I seen? No, I should do it.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill
I thought I
himself?
was like,
How
I
can
thought
get
it
him
was
to
like
see what I see?
fighting the
How can I make him
system,
look
you
at
know?
himself?
You know, like if he told me to not press the button, so I pushed the button. How many endings? Okay, so we got the red door. Yeah, I haven't done all of them with the bucket. The adventure line, the confusion ending, the normal ending, the take over the world ending, the bottom of the mind control room ending, the broom closet ending, the figurine ending, the Stanley 2 Parable normal ending. Memory Lane? No, that's also Stanley Parable 2. Stanley 2 Parable? The Stanley Parable 2. The one where I am hallucinating ending. The one where I have to die, Stanley ending. I feel like I'm going insane a little bit.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose.
This ending?
I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this
We
time
saw,
we'll see.
we saw,
Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
then die?
That was freaky. New ending. I mean, opening. I'll leave my bucket for now.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
We have to do
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
the blue
It was
door?
okay.
Oh. That was the shortest one yet.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Have we reached the I don't know where to get
Stanley
new
was so
endings
bad
yet?
at following
No!
directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I have one that I still have to do
Look,
for
Stanley,
sure.
I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Blue door
Well,
ending you
I
need.
don't know
Yeah,
how to
yeah.
convince you of
I
this,
always go
but
through
I
the
really
red
do
door.
want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
No. You're stinky. Full
Now
of
listen
stink.
carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
The blue door. Okay, wait. I can't remember which one I did do and I didn't do. I know I tried to go through the red door before. That's why you should not have memorized. I remember, okay, the first door that I picked, we asked, what does the blue pill and the red pill mean? And I picked the one that meant the next... I picked the one that meant... Did I pick the blue one? Okay, let's go through the blue one.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Oh, okay. It was the blue door I didn't do.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door. All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Oh.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Yeah.
Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better?
I
What
want to
did
see
you
the
want
floor.
to see? Vehicles? Skill trees?
Ooh,
Work
a
with
pet.
me. You've given me absolutely
I
nothing
love games
so
with
far.
pets.
Tell you what.
So it looks
let
like
me take
there's
a stab in the dark at a
two
new
different
design, and you can give me
entrances
some
to this room.
feedback. There
Okay.
we go. A third option.
Oh,
this already
sick.
feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now,
Ooh.
tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say
5.
that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free
Je
to
parle
be
français,
honest. I'm
oui.
looking for some real critical feedback here. Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from?
Does it change
How did
depending
I
on
know the
which
game
one I
needed a
press?
third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach
Yes!
that, Stanley. Don't even
Oh my
try.
god.
Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Oh. The Stanley Parable Worldwide Leaderboard. Ooh. Good old Neil is offline. Skid is offline. Nicho Nacho is offline. Vola is offline. In total. Whoa, did you know 21-3 skipped the intro sequence? Only the worst 3% of players chose the blue doors? Stanley, you are objectively ranked. Man, I'm the lowest rank, Stanley. In total, that's so many Stanley doors. Ooh. Ooh. Why not something your friends? That I can be your you can't? No, I'm
Now,
sure I can.
would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting.
Is that relevant to my
would you?
experience?
Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Huh?
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right. And if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Hey. What happens if you play this for 4 hours? You can? Oh my god. Okay, he's gonna die.
You heartless bastard.
Whoa!
Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey,
You're
since my
welcome.
game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain.
Okay.
Let's see. What do we have here?
I like the baby for only 2 seconds. And mostly when he wasn't moving.
Yes. This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Oh, cool!
Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley?
Wait.
What's our backstory? What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that...
Wait, what game is this? Is this Watchtower? Is that what this game is? Firewatch! I have not, but I saw someone... I was watching it a little bit. Like somebody play it at the beginning part of it. Do I have any nicknames? No. Nono's pretty short. It's like a nickname already.
You are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience.
It was
of total
old
mental
Minecraft?
depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And
Me
it seems
too.
there's even more.
Wyoming!
Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Alright. Hold on. I need to read this. Who fire watches the fire watch? Who fire watches the fire watch? True. Oh, let's go. Why did they change it from old Minecraft? Gosh darn it. How long have I been streaming for? Today or in general? It's almost been like 4 years, I think. Just too much to think about. We're watching the fire.
Oh no. No, it can't be.
What? A fire? An outhouse?
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
Oh, Minecraft.
Thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us
In the
out
game,
of
you're
here.
taking
Let's
place in
find
another
another
game called Firewatch.
Preferably something with
I wanted to
walls.
play
Something with
Firewatch,
nice,
actually.
Big,
This game
insurmountable
is Stanley
walls.
Parable. The game that I'm playing within Stanley Parable is Firewatch.
Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
Oh!
Wonderful.
Rocket League!
See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any
Gosh.
possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stan, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Rocket League. Hi, Tilly.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars
We need a
here in the back,
soccer
but
bar,
obviously
right?
There's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this
Portal
game
1.
sports ball?
Waddles.
Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We
Oh,
shall
what
run the bases
fun,
and do a touchdown together.
Stanley.
Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Yeah. Yeah, baby! Let's go! Sports ball. Get it in the goal. Get it in the
Are you
goal.
doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun?
It
Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on? Stanley, I have
Yes.
a thought. And I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric
You're
sports
so
experience. I
right.
did try it out. Here comes another ball.
This
Yes.
guy, he's
Oh, goodness, that
crazy.
really does feel amazing, doesn't it?
More balls,
Stanley,
more
I'm like a child in a
balls.
confectionery shop. I simply have to have more.
More
I'm
balls.
insatiable.
I've never played Rocket
More
League before.
balls.
How many games have I played? I'd say quite a few, but not like too many. Oh no, it lagged a little. There were too many. I need to go!
Are you enjoying this, Stanley? Are you having fun? Is this a real video game? Well, I sure hope you're having a good time, because guess
Get
what?
in.
It's over.
No!
That's right. Your little fun comes... Hold on. What are you doing? Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley.
No longer ballin'. Did I just double die? It's scary here. Are we playing the back rooms now? 101 exactly? Originally Stanley Parable, which was a half mod, Half-Life mod. What do I do? Whenever I think of...
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story...
Rocket
well,
League, I
perhaps
think
he's
of
gotten it.
Rocket
Down
Raccoon.
in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it.
Oh, that was pretty
He'll
heavy
understand
cost.
soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me.
I need your
Someone
guidance.
who will wrap everything up at the end to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am.
What's your
That is
favorite
what I
game?
mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back.
Out of the
There's no other
101
way.
games you played.
Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back.
I'll be
The
back.
end will be here soon.
Soon you'll see.
Very soon. I can wait.
You'll remember you belong to me. You'll be back. Graduation stream where the VTuber who's definitely gonna respawn into a new VTuber later sings that song at their
Hello. This is
Thank
a
you,
recorded message scheduled either by you or a person in your place of work. The purpose of this message is to warn you about the dangers of recorded messages. If at any time you believe you are listening to a recorded message,
Hamilton.
please terminate it
Guys,
immediately.
Krillian's
and
making
cease all
me
flow of
a
information
new
from the
fancy
recorded
widget
message
for
into your perceptual sphere. Thank you, and have a pleasant day.
for when I have my debut. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. You're exporting it right now? I haven't told them what it is yet. I think maybe I did once upon a time. It was like my maybe. Like, oh, maybe I should do this. But they don't know what it is. It's really cute, guys. Brilliant did such a good job. I almost want to make up more cool widgets so that Krillian can do them. Just because Krillian's so good at it. There's always been a big room there. Guys, should I take the bucket and do some sort of end? Oh, I know what I want.
Spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was home. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest.
I know
and
which
entered
ending
the
I
door
want to
on the
do.
left.
You lost the game? Lost the game. Get it. You guys all lost the
Still
game.
no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
No.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's
Oh, wait.
office.
Yes, that is what I wanted. Broke. I want to do the ending where I press the button, like I say on instead of off. Ooh, I haven't been in the elevator with the bucket. Nice. Why is he saying my name now? Stanley. Stanley. Alright, that's enough of that. Do you think the narrator's in love with Stanley?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human
What was
life.
it? 2,
Crushed by the
4,
weight of this
5,
revelation,
8.
Stanley may have broken down into an
Cats.
emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket.
Mm.
Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding
Oh,
light
I know. I'm
pierce
gonna
the
wait.
dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be
Ooh.
with him always. The
Why
bucket,
can't I walk on this?
and he knew it.
I'm gonna wait
The two of them were
until it
inseparable.
opens.
At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk.
We'll do the
Nor in his
one where we
bliss of
wait
simply
too
being
long.
near the bucket did he have any notion that the pin number for the keypad was 2845.
I get 285854, not 2845. We're gonna wait until the bucket
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs.
when the
Trying to
door
input
opens up.
anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Sure, I don't know. I could never know. There's no voice talking in my head. That's for sure.
2845.
Hi, John. Welcome in. John, do you always come in at exactly 5? I don't know. Yay! What did you cook, Kirishima? You can never do no wrong.
But it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
5482. Is there like a secret other code? I really want to try. I feel like it would be a wasted potential if there wasn't some other secret code somewhere that I could input there and it would open up some secret other door. There has to be.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket.
Ramen,
Soothing
not
him,
ramen.
comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right.
I would be all
The bucket
right.
is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Yay! Oh.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
What happens if I have the bucket and I fall down? No.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
I have to do what I came here to
secret
do.
Did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
I have to dedicate. I can't just keep changing it. You will forget to do it. I will.
The monitors jumped to life, and
Pizza
Stanley nearly
Pops.
dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
It's okay, bucket. It's okay. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do?
You did spell it
or
right.
not want to do in the first place? These
I said it
questions
wrong.
raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
I was the one that was in the wrong. No worries.
No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone
Employee
else's
pirate.
control. Never! He squeezed the bucket.
Who's that? I want to
His
see.
one
I want to
friend
meet
in
the
entire world.
pirate one.
At this point, he could trust no one.
My favorite
except
food.
for the bucket.
Oh man, that's rough. I didn't tell
But
you.
here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking,
You made them
eating,
fly
working,
around.
all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good.
I know what it's like to
Two
have
best
wings.
friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world.
That's
They
right.
high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made
Your
a sassy
popcorn.
comment about taking down the system.
Favorite drink. That's also really hard. I think if I could only drink one drink for the rest of my life, it would be an iced tea. Not like a sweet iced tea, like, oh my gosh, when I was at the wedding and I went down to, I forget where it was now, but we went down there and I ordered iced tea and it was sweet tea. And I was like, this is weird. I didn't like it. It was like sweetened tea, but like weird. What? Sweet tea's so good? I like iced tea. Like there's iced tea like Nestea. Nestea, like iced tea like that, I really like. It's like sweet, but it's not that kind of sweet tea, you know? And then there's just iced tea. Yeah. It's different. It's really weird. It's like if you had normal tea, like iced tea, without the like all the added stuff in Nestea, and they just dump sugar in it.
Like, that's what it is. Like, it's a black tea with sugar in it. So it tastes like it's so strongly tea, but also so strongly sugar. And for some reason, they don't like mishmash in my mouth properly. It's so yucky. But Nestea is delicious. If I could live off of Nestea or Fuse tea or whatever it is now. All right, we're gonna do
they came to the source of the room's power. Stanley and the bucket knew it was their obligation to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Wolf. What is it? Wolf Children? No. They're backtracking Fuse tea? Wait, maybe that explains why. I was at the grocery store the other day and all of a sudden there was Nestea on like there were bags of Nestea, like the boxes. And I was like, I thought these were extinct. I thought they got rid of them. I thought that maybe like they found extra stock in the back and they put it out. But if they're backtracking it, why would they backtrack it? Isn't it not the exact same thing except just a new name? Why? That's a waste of so much money. You heard it once? I feel like you're onto something though. If you heard it and then I saw the Nestea at the grocery store after like months of not seeing it, I think we're kind of onto something, right?
But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls.
Oh my god.
Stanley gasped in horror. Had this been the bucket's plan all along? To take over the machine and claim the power for itself? How could the bucket have betrayed him like this? Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust.
No,
when
he's my
suddenly,
bucket.
An image appeared upon the enormous screen.
Oh?
Birds. Silly.
Oh my god.
Silly birds. The control buttons became active again.
Silly birds! Yes. Which bird should I do? This silly bird or this silly bird? Oh my god, they're so good!
Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after another, and then it dawned on him. This wasn't a mind control facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all
Of course!
over the world. The mind control
How
was
could
only a
the bucket do
facade
this?
to disguise its true intentions. Had the bucket known this all along?
Oh, this one's
Stanley
so
marveled at
pretty!
the metal genius in his hands, the one who had pointed him towards this incredible discovery. Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place, flipping through live streams of the silliest birds.
Oh, look at this thing!
Of all the possible paths his life could have taken, this one was surely the best.
Oh, this is a good
And
ending.
Stanley was happy.
I think this is my favorite Stanley ending. The silly bird ending. What's my favorite song? My current favorite song is... I still really like the Sailor song by Gigi. I forget her last name. So I checked. Nestea got acquired, distributed by someone else. So while they were getting that ready, they released Fuse Tea, which is the same ingredients and recipe, so they both exist in... Why? What's the point? Distributed by someone else. That's so funny.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Why is there sound here? There's normally not sound out that window.
Stanley picked up the bucket and smiled.
You know a little of the Sailor song? It's a little spicy song, but I really like it.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Just one window or all the windows? John Michelle Michael. The window near the start? Dang it. It's too late now. Wait, which ending should I do now? I know we did the bucket ending where I went down the lift. Maybe I should do... Should I do the bucket ending with the vent? Let's do the vent bucket ending. Wait, that wasn't the right way. Never mind. So we're not doing this. We're gonna do the escape bucket ending. Hi, Colby! Welcome back!
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
That's gonna bug me. Wait, I can't get through these ones? It's like all the windows. The storm outside.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human.
Oh, Bobo!
Crushed by the weight of this revelation,
Congrats on your...
Stanley
It kind
may
of
have
looks
broken
like
down
a...
into an emotional dumpster fire, if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
Woohoo!
Was it the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding
Shout out to Colby!
Yes.
Is that what you wanted?
Certainly the most logical explanation.
Colby's been shouted out. Everyone say hi to Colby. It's mice! Nice. Mice and men. Okay, we're gonna do the escape ending.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control
I want to hear what the woman
Facility.
says about
Although this
my...
passageway had the word escape written on it.
My bucket.
The truth was that at the end of this
Hi,
hall,
Colby.
Stanley and the bucket
Twitch says
would
hi,
both meet
Colby.
a violent death.
I like the name Colby.
The door behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
17 streams! It has not been
At this
17
point,
streams, you
Stanley
silly
and the bucket
Billy
were knowingly
Goose.
walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
It is what it is. Nice. Do 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 do.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be. To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket, but what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death? This is what Stanley
It's
thought
very
to himself,
comforting.
and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere.
No!
Farewell,
Hi, Colby.
Stanley.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator.
There she is, my
as
woman.
Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end as it was crushed violently to death.
No! Oh.
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket.
I
It's true
know.
that all buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest. It was a glorious bucket to behold.
I'm a buckle! Shout out for you too. I don't know. Wait, what was the name you told me to use? The bucket? Oh my god, the bucket. I want a bucket. Narrator was so good. Why isn't there a narrator? Right! The bucket welcomes you to the grand exhibit. You are standing at the precipice of knowledge. Much like a bucket itself, the human mind is frequently empty within. Very true. A cavernous void. But through the use of the exhibit in front of you, the mind becomes full and enriched and substantiated. Knowledge of the bucket and its history is the only true knowledge we really have. Danitza! Will you take what you learn here out with you into the world? Will you accept with an open mind what may be challenging about the information in this exhibit? Will you change the lives of yourself and your loved ones with the result of this exhibit? Or will you turn a blind eye and continue to live as you were in ignorance and dark? You're right! But how do you know what Stanley looks like? The bucket.
Can you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own?
No!
Can you see the hubris that blinded him?
It was my bucket!
Can you see that the bucket is far more noble than Stanley will ever be in his short life?
No! 25 buckets. I don't think that's 25. A photograph of 25 buckets, the greatest number of buckets ever captured on camera. The photographer experienced catatonic shock for several weeks as a result of the euphoria from exposure to this many buckets at once. I think that's a little bit more than 25. You bucket. It's a Nerf gun. A bucket with 2 handles. This bucket is depicted as having 2 handles. Such a design has never been created in real life, having been deemed too dangerous and recklessly experimental. Every year, dozens are put to death just for attempting it. Jeez. So vicious. Inferno bucket. A replica of the Inferno bucket, which in the medieval era was so powerfully alluring that it drove dozens of nations to war with one another for control of it. Billions died, and yet in spite of it all, the simple fact remains: no one can control a bucket. Wow. The stress bucket, presented without commentary. The stress bucket, an analogy. Worrying, negative forecasting, negative thinking, lack of reassurance. Vulnerability, size, and strength of the bucket. Coping strategies equals holes. Rest and relaxation, doing something you enjoy. Rest and relaxation. Stress, the level of water in the bucket. Oh, dang. Well, my bucket was empty. I like Easter because I get good Easter candy. Oh. I don't think the bucket existed back then. Cave drawing. While we know that buckets predate the existence of mankind, we do not know by how long. This cave drawing depicts early man's discovery of the practical uses of the bucket, by which time the bucket had already likely been around for several millennia. Notice in these drawings how the bucket is allowing itself to be used, having judged humanity to be worthy of its treasures. So deep. The bucket is.
No man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one. It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
A lot. The hanging bucket. This piece symbolizes the necessary relationship between bucket and humanity. However clear our grasp of the bucket may be, there is yet more that is out of reach. This distance inevitably is for our own good. No!
But there is something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong.
Restart the game?
Let Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the...
Oh!
Don't reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket. We can save the world's buckets from their treatment as tools and implements if only we let Stanley die together. The bucket shall take its place as ruler, as leader, as commander of a new world, a new vision.
What is your favorite gift you got? I don't know. I have an issue with memory. Do you think I'm the bucket now? Crap. Doesn't look like I'm the bucket.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others, so the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him.
What, smashing? The windows aren't making the loud noise this time. We still haven't gotten that input one. Okay, now which ending should we do with the bucket?
Just Stanley and the bucket, off on another thrilling adventure together. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket
vent.
Never mind. The bucket was
Vent,
wrong.
that was it.
Stanley took the door on his left
no
to go
worries.
back to the
I
meeting
love
room.
answering questions too, so it's fun.
Okay, we're gonna vent
Said the
ending.
bucket.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
This is the I could do the wife ending too, but let's do the vent ending. Vent, vent, vent. Not talking to me at all.
Okay, this is day number 295. Tape number...
Evidence?
No, I've lost track. Nothing feels real anymore. The longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything makes.
Stanley?
The sheer euphoria I feel every time I pick it up.
Beaver candy.
No matter how many times I've done it,
I like baby bottle pop.
It's always the same feeling. And the emptiness in my chest when I set it down. It doesn't make sense. There's no explanation for it. I still haven't figured out why
Why is
see
it
the
in
world
reverse,
so
though?
differently when this bucket is in my arms. Why everything feels so... What do I do with this treasure?
It's sad because lately baby bottle pop has only become like a summer candy.
It's unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket.
No, don't monetize it.
It's my golden ticket. But I have to be careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get... What's that? Who's there?
Cthulhu? Oh. More context to this in another ending. What was the ending I did where... Oh, I already forgot it. My favorite flower is baby's breath. Something's happening. It's... Oh my god, wait. What was it? Which one was it? I just had it in my brain, and then I lost it. Perhaps. Okay, well, it's gone now.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time.
Not another one. Yeah, I like the baby's breath because it's a filler flower for bouquets. But my grandma used to always have them in a vase on her kitchen table. And the thing is, when they die, they still look the same. Unless they're like really, really old, then they start looking old. But usually they just look the same, and you can't really tell that they're dead unless you like poke it. And I think it's nice. Solitaire! Wait, I didn't get the bucket. My bad, I almost lost it.
Where are we going today? The bucket asked. Stanley just smiled. Anywhere they went together would be perfectly. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Okay, which one do I want to do this time? We've gone. Oh, I can do the bottom. The bottom of the mind control with the bucket. Should I do that one? I'll do that one because that's the one I remember. Maybe I'll remember the one that I want to do too.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever.
Now more than
Perhaps his
ever.
boss's office was where he'd find out. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Roses! Do you have a particular rose color you like?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Wait, was it
Crushed by the
2,
weight
4,
of this
5?
revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, if not for
2,
the soothing presence of the
8,
bucket.
4, 5.
Even now, in his darkest of... But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was
bucket told me.
guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical
In Animal
explanation.
Crossing, the purple roses and gold roses are my favorite. Alrighty.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. But just as Stanley was about to proceed further into the mind control facility, he tripped and fell over the railing and into the dark void below. Thankfully,
Tolrama.
he fell directly onto the bucket, which safely cushioned his fall.
Oh, nice. Thanks, bucket.
Now, what to do next? Stanley wondered. Stanley and the bucket could find no way out of this enormous pit, and so eventually they decided that the best thing to do would be to simply get comfortable down here.
It looks
So
different.
they set up a little couch and relaxed. It really wasn't so bad down here. A bit cold, perhaps. After some time had gone by, they installed a few shelves as well, and a sort of kitchenette that was useful for when the bucket was craving paninis.
Oh,
But it
paninis.
wasn't until the rugs and the
You
standing
don't have to
lamps came
apologize. I
in
love
that
answering
it really
questions.
started to feel like a home.
Aww.
In fact, after some time, Stanley realized that it had been ages since he had even thought of the mind control facility at all.
Oh, look at
He'd
these.
never gotten to fully explore what was up there, never been able to unearth the many mysteries of the
Favorite
mind
anime
control
character,
facility.
Hinata Shoto.
This lack of closure began to eat at him.
Shoyo?
Soon
Shoyo,
he
not
was dwelling on
Shoto.
his
Shoyo.
regrets, and the state of their home slowly decayed as Stanley became withdrawn and neglected the cleaning.
Oh no. Stanley, no!
It unsettled the bucket deeply. Stanley wasn't usually like this. The bucket tried to reach out to him again and again, but to no avail.
Is that a cat?
All Stanley could think about, all he could talk about, was going back, doing it over again, staying on the path. It was a mistake to leave the path. It was a mistake. It was a mistake. I need to do what the narrator says. I need to see the true ending. This made no sense at all to the bucket, which was simply trying to live its life down here as comfortably as possible. Yet
Poor bucket.
Stanley was unconsolable. This isn't an ending. This is just a hole in the ground.
Favorite
The
sport?
bucket sighed. True.
Rock
It wasn't
climbing.
an ending, but it's where we happen to be. And maybe, possibly, if we accept the reality of things, maybe this will become an ending eventually.
A cat.
It's what the bucket was counting on.
And isn't
The two
everything
of
an
them
ending?
waited for a very long time.
Doesn't each day end? Doesn't each cup come to an end once you drink it? Oh.
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started, and if it did, it stopped shortly after.
Oh.
Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
Me too. Football. American football or... I'm guessing American football
A good
because
bucket,
you use that.
A strong bucket, a humble bucket, a committed bucket.
Thank
a bucket
you.
of culture and distinction.
Culture and distinction.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
This way
was
now.
not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him.
We're gonna
telling him that
go...
the employee
I want the wife
lounge
ending.
was simply the place to be. And here it was.
Are you your
Had the
favorite
bucket
viewer?
turned out to
I
be
don't have a
correct?
favorite
Was this-
viewer.
no,
Unless it's
never
like...
mind. The bucket was wrong.
Unless it's
Stanley
like...
took the door on his left to go back
Like
to the meeting
Mint.
room.
Mint Phantom. Mint would be my
No,
favorite viewer
said
if
the
she
bucket.
watched my
Don't
streams.
go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo. Good,
Said the bucket.
now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him.
Go, go,
It should have
go,
alarmed
go,
him, of course,
go,
because
go,
buckets
go,
can't
go,
talk.
go,
But
go.
Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Mmm, cookies. What kind of cookies? Time
In
to...
here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
There is no dark room. Is the bucket my wife?
Now pick up the phone.
Said the bucket. Whoa, hold on. Why did you unplug the phone? Were you trying to resist the bucket's orders? Stanley, I was joking. Obviously, the bucket isn't talking to you and telling you to do things. Buckets can't talk. It was a joke. Don't you get the joke? It's funny, Stanley. A talking bucket. Can't you see? Oh, goodness. I must have really bungled up the delivery if you actually took me seriously. Where did I mess up the joke?
I have built with Lego.
Should
I made like a
paused for
Simba.
longer or spoken quicker?
Okay, I
comedic
messed up.
timing is
I
so
wasn't
difficult.
what I was
I
supposed
wish
to
I
do.
were better at it, but there isn't exactly an instructional video
I didn't
on comedy
unplug
that
the-
one can watch to fully.
I didn't
Oh, wait,
unplug it
yes,
on the
there
first
is.
one.
Oh! It's sitting right here. Let's take a look.
Oh no, I got another error. Dean, what?
What is comedic timing? What is comedic timing? How does it work?
How does it
How
work?
long should it last?
How long should it last?
How can it be used to effectively silence your political enemies?
Dang.
And more importantly, can it be taught in its entirety within 90 seconds? Thankfully, the answer to all of these questions is yes.
Yay!
Let's dive deeper. If you've ever told a joke or made someone laugh, in all likelihood,
thank
you
you,
did it while
Korean!
standing 50 to 80 centimeters from
excited.
them in a room of no more than 76 degrees Fahrenheit, with one of your arms raised straight upward at a 15-degree angle from your body. These are the optimal conditions for good comedic timing.
Okay.
To begin the joke, start by stating and spelling your name. Next, provide
Alright, so
a brief
Stanley.
synopsis of the joke, including the specific
Why
time to
don't I
which
have
the
a
recipient
favorite
of the joke will
viewer?
laugh, and then
Okay,
spell
Snickle
out
Fritz
your
is
name
my
a second
favorite.
time. With these steps complete, it's time to begin the humor. Speak the entire joke in no more than 18 seconds and no less than 13 and a half, pausing only for bathroom breaks when necessary.
While you're
When
doing
the
it?
joke has concluded, it is customary to inform your listener that the joke is over by declaring in your loudest possible voice, "I'm Dunny with the funny."
I'm
Let's practice
Dunny.
screaming, "I'm Dunny with,
With the funny.
now.
I'm Dunny with the funny. I'm Dunny with the
Good.
funny.
This saying is a perfect example of expectations management, which is the cornerstone of good comedy. Finally, it's time to hand out surveys. Collecting hard data from your audience on how
This
rep
is
they were
important. I
throughout
feel
the
like
joke
people
is
who
the
are
only
trying
way
to,
grow or learn as a
people that are
comedian.
like, it was
An
just a
effective
joke.
survey
They
should be
need to
no
start
less than
saying,
10
I'm
pages
Dunny with
long
the funny.
and should include the same question reprinted several times. just to ensure the survey taker is actually paying attention and not simply filling in answers at
You
random.
know, instead
Instead
of someone's like, it was just a joke, and they said something offensive, you have to be like, well, you didn't end the joke with, I'm funny, I'm done with the funny, so how was I supposed to know that it was a joke?
At some point, you gut-busting little scamp.
You
After all,
gut-busting little
we're each of us
scamp.
needed on the front lines of the war to fight the 12-legged invaders who threaten our very existence.
Oh, no.
And who very likely die in a hailstorm of bullets and mandibles. All of us must
I
be
like
prepared to give
tabbies.
our lives to this noble cause, just as our children must do after us, and their children after them.
Oh, no.
Godspeed, and may Earth reign supreme.
Uh-oh. Cartoon
Thank
character.
goodness this video is a little outdated, isn't it? Well, no matter. I think the fundamentals of proper
Beast
comedic
Boy.
timing are still as relevant today as they were back then. So with that in mind, I believe the only way forward is for us to return to the two doors and walk through all of this again, so I can try telling my story with more appropriate comedic delivery.
Okay.
Come along, let's head back.
Sounds good, sounds good. This is Stanley Parable! Oh, alright. Let's go.
I can feel it. This time, I'm really going to nail the delivery. You'll be in stitches. A talking bucket, you'll say? How ridiculous. How absurd. What a hilarious concept. The king of comedy. That's what you'll call
I've
me.
played a few
Thank
Roblox
goodness we
games,
had the
but not,
instructional
like-
video. Otherwise, who knows where we'd be right
Like,
now. Well, I
commonly.
wouldn't be the king of comedy,
Usually?
that's for sure. The bucket spoke to Stanley.
The bucket spoke.
The bucket spoke. Oh, I'll figure it out on the fly. No need to overthink things.
Okay. It's for free and it's a horror game. Yay. Thank you, Krillian! I'll go check it out later. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for your hard work. Okay, back to the two doors we go. Let's do this again,
Here we
Billies.
go. You ready? When
Yeah.
Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Ugh.
What? We're back at the phone already? No. What's going on? There was supposed to be several
League
rooms
Legends
leading up
Battlegrounds.
to this. There was supposed to be
99
a build-up
Nights in
to
a
this
Forest.
point,
No, I
a
have
dramatic
not.
display of remarkable comedic wit, which culminates in this scene.
I
with
do
the
play
phone.
horror games.
But
I'm
now the
very
timing's
scared all the
completely
time,
off.
though.
The joke will never land. Well, not the way it was meant to. And it's all
Oh,
my
I'm
fault. I
Johnny
must have
with the
forgotten that
funny.
The phone room comes immediately after the two doors room.
I don't think
What an
that's how it
egregious
does.
Mistake. I've made a fool of myself. I don't deserve the title of King
I've made a
comedy. I'm
fool of
nothing.
myself.
I'm not even the lowliest joke-telling whelp.
Well,
I think I need to go back and rewatch that instructional video again.
true.
Yes, surely that will help me improve my...
I'm Johnny with the funny.
Here we go. You ready?
Yes.
When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Uh-huh. Da-na-na. Aw, man.
What? We're back at the phone already? No.
Oops.
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two
Am I
open
supposed to go
doors,
through
they
this
entered the door on the left. No. You were supposed to go through the door on the right, leading back to the phone. Did you not even look at the instructional video? I think this is all covered very clearly. There's no way I can make the comedic timing work now. It's done. The joke is completely done and over. It's all your fault, Stanley. I'm going to be ridiculed in the community of other joke writers. I'm going
I
to
don't
be
think I have a
shamed
favorite
every one
scary
of our
game.
meetings from now on. All because you couldn't watch a simple video and take a hint. Are you proud of yourself for bringing me down, Stanley? Are
No.
you proud?
Oh.
Stanley, you love the bucket so much it's like you... it's as though all of your other most prized
What?
possessions pale in comparison.
I got the credits?
Well, let me try that again, Stanley.
I heard that you are pale with shame over how unabashedly in love with a bucket you are. No? Still not?
Oh my
Is it the
god.
delivery? Pale
I
with
found it.
shame.
I found the
Pale with
ending with the
shame.
credits.
Pale. What's another word to describe a bucket? Stanley, this bucket is so metal, I think I saw it playing
Wait, that's
guitar.
perfect.
No,
We can end for
no.
today
In a way, you're
here.
making fun of Stanley's obsession with the bucket, which was the whole point of this. I'm no good at these jokes. I need more instructional
This
videos.
one was a mistake
Exactly.
too. I was just gonna
That's what
answer the
will make
phone,
me
not
a
pull out the phone
kinocommentator.
tag.
More instructional videos.
Sorry, Leroy.
Let's see.
Sorry, Leroy. Goodbye, Stanley. Yay! That was so nice. I'm only ending stream now. I mean, there's like another 20 minutes left before the 3-hour mark when I usually end. But I got another error that popped up on my screen, and I don't want I'd rather end with an actual ending rather than all of a sudden it cuts off completely and I'm like, well, that's it, folks. Stan? Who's Stan? Oh, Stanley. All right, guys. Man, you know what? Earlier today, I was so tempted to cave into capitalism and buy the new Pokemon games. Oh my god, Likely Latte's playing Beacon Pines! Oh my god, this isn't a drill. Oh my god. Oh my god, I love this game. This is one of my favorite games too, Beacon Pines. But yeah. Yeah. I was so tempted to get Pokemon. But like the other day, I was like, oh, I don't think the Pokemon game's gonna be good. It doesn't have love and life into it. But now that I'm watching people play it, maybe it's FOMO. Maybe it's just FOMO I'm feeling. Maybe it'll probably pass if I don't do anything for like another 3 weeks. It's cute because you enjoy it? Yeah. That's the thing. I feel like it's an enjoyable game. Like you can enjoy it, but it's nothing like amazing. That's what I'm getting from it. Am I streaming tomorrow? No stream tomorrow. Today was a surprise. I was like, I was scheduled for a full day today, but when I got to work, the people of the night crew had helped me and done a whole bunch of my work. And so by the time the store opened, which would be when I would usually leave, all the work was already done for my job. So I was like, dude, I don't have anything more to do today. And he was like, oh, go home then. And I was like, nice, I can stream today. But tomorrow there is a full day at work and I won't be able to not do it. So yeah. Time Stranger is more fun. Yeah, Time Stranger is a lot more like, what's the word I'm looking for? Deep? Full of love? I mean, they spent like 10 years on Time Stranger versus what, like a year on Pokemon? Okay, I'm sending you off. I'm sending you guys off. Or the people on Twitch, you guys are gonna watch Likely Latte, who's playing Beacon Pines, which is one of my favorite games. Very cute. I can't play it again, unfortunately, unless I forget everything about it. And I guess I do kind of forget a lot about it, but not enough to really replay it yet. Have a nice day. Thank you, Vlad. I'll see you guys next week. I get to find out my schedule tomorrow. So I'll find out where I'm at with streams in the coming week. Yeah! Bye-bye! Wait, I should set up the raid totally. Nice. Okay, bye-bye, guys! I love you! I'll see you soon! I'm excited to play more of Stanley Parable now that I'm starting to understand more of the game stuff. I'm curious to know how you trigger events because I haven't gotten that computer input thing yet. Sometimes it just doesn't show up. And also the window, and also the man who walked by. That was freaky. And sometimes we open up and we're in a hallway. And I don't know what that hallway is supposed to trigger. Like, I feel like if I start up in like a certain way, that means that I can trigger a certain ending. But I don't know the details yet. Okay, bye-bye. It was nice knowing you. What? I'll see you again. Have a good rest of your day. Have a good tomorrow. Have a good weekend. I'll see you when I see you. Bye-bye.